The clatter of dishes and the low hum of conversation filled the small-town diner. A veteran sat alone in the corner booth, his weathered hands wrapped around a chipped coffee mug. His eyes were tired, the kind that had seen too much yet revealed little. He wasn't there for food. He wasn't even sure why he'd stopped in. But then he saw her, moving between tables, balancing plates, offering smiles to strangers, and when she turned, when her sleeve shifted just slightly, the ink caught his eye. A tattoo. Not just any tattoo. His breath stalled. It was the emblem of his fallen unit, the mark of brothers he had buried long ago. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you re-watching from. I love knowing who is listening. He blinked hard, convinced his eyes were betraying him. How could she possibly bear that mark? That symbol belonged to men who had fought, bled, and never returned. Men who were family. He pressed his hand against the table to steady himself, but it trembled anyway. The waitress noticed his stare. For a second, she hesitated, pulling her sleeve back down. But it was too late. The veteran had already seen. He rose from his seat slowly, every step toward her heavier than the last. His mind was a storm of questions. Was this disrespect? Some reckless imitation? Or something else entirely? The diner grew quieter. Forks paused mid-air. Whispers started weaving through the room. Even without knowing why, people felt the tension thickening. "Where did you get that?" His voice cracked more than it commanded, pointing toward her arm. The waitress froze, her face softening with both fear and resolve. She rolled the sleeve higher this time, revealing the tattoo in full. Sharp lines, bold ink untouched by age. And then she spoke. "It was my father's," she said. "He served with them. With you, I think." The room shifted. The veteran staggered, memories slamming into him. The dust, the gunfire, the faces of men he had carried, and men he could not save. Her father. Could it be? The waitress continued, her own voice shaking. "He never made it home. But before he left, he told me, if anything happened, I should carry his mark, so he wouldn't be forgotten." Silence fell heavier than gunfire. The veteran's eyes burned, not from anger, but from something far deeper. Recognition, sorrow, pride. For years, he had wondered if the sacrifices had vanished into the dirt, unseen and unremembered. And now, in this diner, in the ink on this young woman's skin, he saw proof that they lived on. People watched, hushed, leaning forward as though witnessing something sacred. The old man's hand lifted, shaking, stopping just short of the tattoo. He didn't touch it. He didn't need to. "I was there," he whispered. "I saw your father fall. He saved us all that day." The waitress's lip quivered, and for the first time, her composure broke. Tears streaked down her cheeks, but she didn't hide them. Neither did he. And then the unexpected happened. Applause. Quiet at first, then swelling, as strangers in the diner rose to their feet. Not for the veteran, not just for the woman, but for the story stitched between them. For the reminder that sacrifice and love do not die with the body. The veteran lowered his head, his voice steadier now. "Your father was a hero, and through you, he still stands." The moment felt unshakable, eternal, because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. The tattoo that once marked loss now stood as proof of legacy, binding past to present in a way that silence never could. So the next time you pass a stranger, remember, every mark, every scar, every story might carry a history bigger than you can imagine. And if this story touched you, Let's keep the memory alive. Share it, subscribe, and leave your thoughts below. Together, we honor the ones who came before us.